Hi, this is Catherine Storing, your confidence building coach. How are you? I bring today a word of encouragement because there are times when we become weary, when we're tired of working really hard and not seeing any results, and just working and working and nothing happens. I want to bring a word to you that is going to be refreshing to your soul and it's going to make you feel much better. And the word doesn't come from me, it actually comes from the Bible. This morning I was reading The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. It's a great book, I recommend it. And in one of the passages that he mentions in the book, he sent us to one of the parables in Matthew. And as I read it this morning, it just convicted me of why do we do what we do. And as I went on my day, I talked to a couple friends and they were feeling discouraged and down and feeling just the weight of the world on their shoulders. And I just was reminded of what I read in the morning, so I shared that with them. And then in the afternoon, another friend mentioned how she was feeling tired and how things were not going well. And I just knew I needed to record this video, and I was going to do it anyway, but just seeing all the people in my life that needed this encouragement and knowing that a few days ago I needed it and it was there for me, I just wanted to put this together because this is what we do. When you find a word, when you find something that inspires you and makes you feel good and makes you feel better when you're feeling down, we should be sharing it with each other. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm going to read to you today the passages in Matthew 25. It's one of the parables. And I wanted to share with you, it's very simple, it's very short, but it really has a great message. And it's, like I said, Matthew 25 from verses 34 to 40. And it goes like this. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" Then the king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." I read that and it just reminded me of why we do what we do. We have amazing gifts. We were giving amazing gifts. I read that and I was able to personalize it right there and then. I was reminded of the gift that I was given. I am able to dress people like the way they feel on the inside. I am able to make them feel amazing and excited to get up in the morning and go to their work or go to their business and share their gifts with everyone else in the world. And I know that you have gifts that you are super excited to share with others as well. And this is why we do what we do, because we want to help others. We were created to do God's work. And when we help other people, what did the scripture said? That when we do it to others, it's like we're doing it to Him. Can you imagine that we're doing His work? It's just amazing. And we're doing it by doing things that we love doing anyway. That is just like God, to give us a gift that we're able to do every day, to use it to help others while we are enjoying ourselves. Because that's what a gift is. Somebody gives you something and you're able to use it. It just makes you feel good. Like I can go shopping all day long, no problem. I went to the store today and I was looking at some boots. Of course, I don't need any more boots, but of course, that's another story. And there's a woman to my left and she was trying some boots on and I just couldn't help myself. I just had to give her some advice and she was trying other things and I'm like, that's really not working. And I said it in a nice way, but this is just what I do. I know I'm not able to turn it off. I just gotta share my advice because this is just the gift that I was giving, and I know that for you, whatever gift you were given, you also want to share it with the world. But what happens? You might be like me, very optimistic, very enthusiastic, and want to get started and get things done right away. So what do? We start with the emails and the newsletters and networking and calling people and going places and just doing all the time, right? And when you're doing that, sometimes you lose sight of why you started doing something in the first place. So that's the tool that I want to give you today. Go back to the beginning. Go back to that time when you realize what your gift or gifts were and why you wanted to share them, because there is a reason behind it. I know that we want to be financially independent and have nice things and have a nice life, but I know that there is a bigger why. There is a reason why you want to share what you have, because sometimes it's something that you were able to do for yourself. Like I was able to figure out what my style was. I was able to realize how to dress myself and what things I liked and how to wear my hair and just how to put myself together and loving who I am and how I was made. So that's why I do what I do, because I want to help others feel the same way. And you, I'm sure, in turn, want to do the same thing. You want to be able to make the world a better place by sharing your gifts, because when you help someone, you are helping the people in that person's life and whoever comes into their path, because it's a cycle. You help someone, that person uses their gifts, and then they help someone else. So it's not selfish to want to have a successful business and be able to share your gifts, but you cannot lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing. So that's why sometimes, as busy as we are, and we all are, and as much work and as many things you want to get done, sometimes you have to take a breather and just remember, go back to the beginning. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And that just focuses you, that just reminds you, and then say, yes, this is what I want to do. And then everything else, all the clutter, all the things that you want to do, it just doesn't matter. It's why do I want to do it? Your mind just goes clear and you're able to see, oh, that's what I wanted to do. And then it just becomes clear. This is the path that I'm going to take, and it's going to happen. When these things happen, you have to remember who you are, who you were made by, because doubt is going to come. It's just inevitable. It's going to come. And you have to remember, one of my favorite verses in the Bible is Psalms 139:14, and I'm going to read it to you, and I'm going to tell you why. And this is what it says: I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. You were, my friend, wonderfully made. Can you imagine that? Perfectly. You are fully equipped, and that's just like God. Everything He makes, it's perfect, like it says. Marvelous are your works, and you and I are His works. He made us. And then what does it say? And that my soul knows very well. Everything He does, He does well. And He has made you, and He has made me, and He has equipped you. He has given you everything that you need in order to succeed. If you forget, if you get upset, remember the why. Go back to the Word and just talk to Him. Just tell Him, why am I doing this? What am I missing? He will tell you. He will give you peace. He will refresh your soul. But you have to go back to Him. You have to go back to the why and breathe and remember that you were created by Him and that you were wonderfully made. You are fully equipped as you are. There is nothing outside that you need. Yes, you need to find it. You need to recognize it. But everything that you need is within you. Everything, okay? Everything. Please remember that, my friend. I want to know, what is your gift? What are you dying to share with the world? Tell me in the comment section, because I want to know. I want to encourage you and tell you that there are people dying and waiting for your gift. They want to know what is it that you were given. So don't be discouraged. Have faith and remember that the Lord is with you and He has given you everything that you need. Everything. I hope that this word helps you, and I hope that you're able to move forward.